This is a fountain pen by Leonardo in the model Momento Zero Grande in collaboration with Penventure, which they appropriately named Nuda or Nude. Apparently Leonardo was not very keen, and it took Emmy, the man behind Penventure, a lot of convincing for Leonardo to agree to do the demonstrator because the room for error is zero, with it being transparent. You could see through everything. So in the packaging here, which is exclusive to Penventure, you have a little bit of a blurb about the family-owned business that is Leonardo. And every time I talk about a family-owned fountain pen maker that span across generations, such as Montegrappa and Leonardo, I can't help but think of Olmas and lament at their tragic demise. So I'll let you Google that for yourself. OMAS, Oscar Mama Alpha Sierra. So this is their warranty card with a little bit more information about the company and the pen and the model. This is the Momento Zero Grande piston filler. So you can see here, you can buy separately this piston removal by Leonardo. I've never tried removing the piston, but at some point I may have to learn. This part here of the piston is very sensitive to water, and it always is the most anxious part of my cleaning my Leonardo pens. It comes with an ink, which I didn't realize, so I didn't have a chance to ask if I can choose the color of the ink, but luckily this sepia here is this brownish range of color that I yet to have a lot of. So this is the pen, and the metal that I picked is Ruthenium. I hope I'm pronouncing that metal correctly. I believe it is in the platinum family. It is used a lot as alloy to mix with platinum, I believe. It has a lot of other industrial use as well. So again, I'll let you Google that for yourself. So all the metal parts are made of the same metal of your choice. This part here is fascinating to me. This is the first time I've ever seen it looking like that, because usually they're invisible. Usually they're covered by the material. It is probably the most industrial looking part of this demonstrator pen, and I have other demonstrator pens like from Opus 88 and from Twisby, but a lot of the times they don't look that raw, that with all the teeth of the metal there. The feeder here is ebonite, as you can see from the porous look, and it also feels quite porous compared to plastic. I picked the stub nib. It's 1.5 millimeters, I believe, and I'll do a comparison between stub and music. I am in the middle of a wide nib phase at the moment. They really show up inks a lot more for obvious reasons, and so again, that sort of very industrial teeth looking metal there, I'm quite keen to compare other demonstrators and see why they don't look as industrial as this. So that part of the piston is very sensitive to water. You can't get any water, you can't get that part wet, and that's why you put the piston removal tool, insert it in there, and you could screw it out and pull the piston out. And so here is the typical roller tip of the pen clip there. That apparently is the legacy of Olmas that I've mentioned before. That's the Penventure logo. It's quite an elegant logo, and I'm so grateful that they didn't decide to put Penventure, spell it out like that on the cap, because I really dislike that type of branding. So it's very discreet Leonardo at the bottom there, just above the cap ring, and the number of this pen in relation to the 200 that they have currently planned for this batch. So that's 200 for the full metal, so that's 50 pens per metal: rose gold, gold, silver, and ruthenium. I largely choose ruthenium because of how the color will work with ink that you will see visible through the pen, and so I wanted the metal to be as neutral as possible, not to compete with whatever ink I'll decide to put in the pen. So that's it, and I will do a writing sample separately in a future video. Stay tuned and I'll see you then.